Okay, well, thank you, everyone. The day's sessions have come to an end, although there's still some more activity after this that I'll tell you about in a moment. Let me just say, everyone, especially when you're in the news business, says, "Well, what is the big headline?" The question I just asked Alice, right? What are we taking away this year? And to me, this COP is the implementation COP. Of course, it says that on the side of the conference hall, but that to me means it's also the development COP. Right? Implementation, when it comes down to it, it's what all the people in this room and what those following us online are doing every day. How do you take issues like water and actually address them in the real world? That's what this COP really is about. And to me, that means that development community is front and center in a way that it hasn't been in prior COPs. In fact, I'll tell you a little tidbit I learned this week that in the Glasgow Pact, the document, the final document that came out of last year's COP, you will not find the word water, you will not find the word food. Both are missing from that document. Now, those of us who know how to read bureaucraties will know it's there between the lines somewhere when they talk about mitigation and adaptation. It's somewhere in there, but it's not explicitly spelled out. And I think this year it's different. Now that development actors are in the lead, there's going to be a lot more focus on the real world issues, not just the high level policy issues, but how do you actually take them down at the ground level and address some of the things that Alice was just now talking about. So to me, that's a big takeaway. And I think what we've tried to do today at Devex at COP is to bring you that context, to kind of look past a lot of the policy level technical jargon to what's really happening on the ground. I think it's going to fundamentally change the way basically all of our organizations work, from groups like MCC to the World Bank to the Bezos Earth Fund that we heard from this morning. So I want to thank you for being a part of this day. I also want to thank our partners who have made today possible. Our innovation partners are Chorus, RTI International, and Tetra Tech. Our supporting partners in Apt Associates and Pathfinder, and our ecosystem partner in Deloitte. All of these organizations that do exactly what I talked about, the on-the-ground work, the implementation level, which is, I think, where the future is headed for this COP and for climate work in general. Let's see, I also want to mention a couple of things. On your table, there is a QR code. If you haven't taken advantage of it yet, you should. It will give you or point you to a free trial for Devex Pro, which is our premium subscription that you probably all already subscribe to, but if you're not, check it out. It is worth checking out. We just had a piece yesterday on the Gates Foundation's pledge around COP, $1.4 billion for food systems, and there's a lot more like that coming out if you're interested. I want to mention as well that we have our podcast. We're calling it the COPcast this year. So a lot of really interesting conversations if you want to follow that. If you, like me, have a very long flight home, it's worth downloading that before you go. We have a lot of big events that we do like this around the world. So if any of you are heading to Austin, Texas for South by Southwest, March 13th, Devex Dish will be there where we'll focus on food systems. You should subscribe to Devex Dish if you're interested in food systems, by the way. If any of you are at the World Health Assembly in Geneva, we have Devex Checkup doing its Prescription for Progress event May 24th and 25th. Join us for that as well. And much sooner than both of those things, we have a reception right now that I hope you'll join us for. I'd love to get a chance to talk to many of you that I've missed during the day. So I will be there. Just head right down the hallway here, the escalators, and find the reception. And it'll be great to have a chance to chat and network and hear what you all thought. Thank you for being here. Thanks to the fantastic team at Devex. And thanks to all of you. Have a great night.